What is up, everybody? Welcome to a rare Friday night Q&A hangout. This is a little bit different this week because Tuesday night was Christmas Eve, so I wasn't going to stream live on Christmas Eve. Then the Chiefs played on Christmas, which was a Wednesday, just a super odd week. But I did want to do a Friday night Q&A because I haven't seen you guys since calling the game, and just wanted to see how you guys were feeling after the Chiefs clinched up the 1 seed. We're talking about a little bit of the playoffs. I said the playoffs are right around the corner. You know, how could it shake out? What could it look like? We could look at the playoff bracket as it stands right now, kind of discuss who we think could make a deep playoff run on both conferences, so AFC and NFC. But all in all, as a Chiefs fan, you got to be super happy, super grateful. Way more ideal this year compared to last year. Chiefs were what, 9-5, 9-6, somewhere right around there after losing to the Raiders on Christmas. Meanwhile, this year, the Chiefs are 15-1. You lose one game out of everything, out of playing the Ravens, the Bengals, 3 games in 11 days, 7 playoff teams. You only lose one of those. You're 6-1 against current playoff teams. You're getting healthy at the right time. You're going to be able to rest people week 18. First round bye, get a little bit more rest even after that. Chris Jones can let his calf heal up. Pacheco's dealing with some rib issues. Hopefully he gets right before that. Mike Pennell's dealing with a hamstring. DJ Humphries should be able to heal up completely. Maybe he even plays against the Broncos week 18. Then you can give some of these people just rest that probably need it. Trent McDuffie has played like every single snap this season on defense. Give that guy some rest. Give Nick Bolton some rest. You can't rest everybody. Okay, you've got to play people, but you'll be able to rest some of your key starters, which is nothing but a good thing on both sides of the football. And yeah, the Chiefs are just in such a great place this year compared to last year. You get home field advantage regardless throughout the playoffs. Like last year was a gauntlet. Yeah, they played the Dolphins in the wild card round at Arrowhead, but then they went to Buffalo, had to take down the Bills, beat them, had to go to Baltimore, take down the Ravens, beat them. You know, it was a much harder playoff path last year. Chiefs are sitting much prettier this year, able to rest people, looking a lot better in general. Like the defense isn't as good compared to last year, but the offense is better, and you're getting key pieces back. If Joe Tooney has to stay at left tackle, you can do it. It affects your run game a little bit, but you can do it. So we'll just see how this all shapes out. But all in all, you got to be happy as a Chiefs fan. You can watch stress-free football this weekend, stress-free football next weekend, stress-free football the weekend after that during the wild card round of the playoffs. I mean, what a time to be alive, to be a Chiefs fan as they chase the three-peat. Come on now. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. We got about 500 in chat right now. Let me move the chat over here. I will say this, immediately after this stream, we're going to get off here in about 35, 40 minutes. I'm going straight from here to a members-only live stream, and we're going to give away 3 or 4 pieces of signed Chiefs memorabilia from former or current Chiefs players, a jersey from NFL Shop, and some HBTC coffee. Again, if you're a member, jump right in after this stream. We're going to be doing those giveaways, and then the members-only Zoom call is going to be Sunday during Sunday Night Football, and then before you know it, New Year's is going to be here, and January is a whole new month on Wednesday. So we've only got a few days left of 2024. It's been an absolutely fantastic year. I'm nothing but grateful, and hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic as well. Let's see what some of you guys are thinking. Let me pull up one other thing here. Tim with the 16 months. Yo, what up, dude? What's up, Tim? How the heck are you, man? How are you guys feeling? Let me know. Rodolfo said, I'm resting everyone. Yeah, you can't rest everyone, but you can rest key starters for sure. You can rest a good 7-8 people probably. Yeah, Jalen Watson posted a video on social media. Somebody said, did you see the video of Jalen Watson running? Yeah, so what you really want to look for is Jalen Watson starting to cut left and right, but sprints are good. It's a very good start. That's Jalen Watson from his own Instagram story earlier today. I mean, the straight line sprints are good. It's great. Maybe he's able to return deep in the playoffs. I have no idea. But once he starts doing some cuts, jukes, left, right, like that's when you're like, okay, he's like right there. And either way, I'm rooting for him. Hopefully he can come back for the AFC Championship or something. I don't really know. We'll have to see. But heck yeah, I mean that's some good news. Definitely some good news. I'm always rooting for the guys to get back. And Jalen Watson was a great part of this defense before getting hurt as CB2. Chiefs versus Lions. What do you think? I mean, that's fine with me. Chiefs versus Lions. I mean, everybody would be rooting for Lions. They've never been before. So if they get there, everyone's going to want to see somebody else other than the Chiefs win for sure. Miss Warren, thank you so much for the membership. I was going to say Acacia. I don't know how to say the first name. Please let me know. I'm butchering it bad, and I apologize. Marcus, thanks so much for the gifted, bro. Let's go. What's Jalen Watson's injury? He snapped a bone or two above his ankle and had to get that repaired. Hey, Cole, hope you and the fam had a great Christmas. Falcon, thank you. We did. It was a weird one. My daughter had a stomach bug the night Christmas Eve, but we celebrated Christmas on Tuesday. My daughter then got sick that night, and then I called the game on Wednesday. But yeah, I mean, we're doing okay overall, and it's the time for kids to get sick. Like, that's just what happens during the holidays. Kids get sick, man. But yeah, we're doing pretty good overall and had a great Christmas with the family, which was really Christmas Eve with the family. And then we'll have New Year's and stuff too. You just saw a video saying Max Crosby might be traded to the Chiefs in the offseason. I mean, maybe. We'll see. Doubt it. I don't know. I haven't seen that video, but I don't know why the Raiders would give up one of their most valuable assets unless they're just trying to offload cap space. But do the Chiefs have cap space to do that? Maybe. That's an intriguing thought. I mean, to be clear, I would like Max Crosby on the Chiefs. I have a lot of respect for Max Crosby, and I think he wants to win a Super Bowl ring, and he's not going to do it with the Raiders. This is not going to happen. Jacob with the 5. Some complaining Mahomes is not in MVP talks, but we all know he's our MVP, and I will gladly take Super Bowl MVP over season MVP, three-peat loading. Jacob, thank you, man. Yeah, I mean, statistically speaking, I understand a little bit why people are arguing him out of the MVP conversation, but I don't really care. I mean, it's kind of what you said. Like, he's won a couple MVPs. We know how valuable he is to the team, especially on third downs in the fourth quarter and crucial situations. Like, Mahomes is making stuff happen that not many in the league, if any, are going to be able to pull off, and he's doing it consistently week in and week out, and he's been doing it for a long time. Now, statistically, he's lower than some of these other quarterbacks in most stats, and then Mahomes is just having down years the past couple of years compared to his previous 5 in the league. But dude, we don't really care about a regular season participation trophy. We want the Super Bowl MVP and a three-peat. Like, let Lamar or Josh Allen have the regular season participation trophy. That's fine. I mean, is it a cool honor if you've never gotten one? Yeah, Bills fans would probably be ecstatic if Josh Allen got it. Lamar got it last year, is having a better year statistically this year, I think. I don't know. I don't really care. Mahomes is probably not going to win it. Should he be in the conversation? Possibly so. 1 seed locked up, the revolving door of injuries, left tackles, wide receivers getting hurt, Pacheco hurt. I mean, it was one thing after another, but at the end of the day, like, we as Chiefs fans, like, we don't really care. 2 rings for the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders have rings. I don't remember how many off the top of my head. Maybe it's 2. But they have some rings, but they're not going to get any in for a while here. Crosby will be a free agent. Oh, really? I thought he just signed like a pretty big contract extension like a year or 2 ago. He signed a 4-year contract extension from 2022 to 2026. He has an out after this year, but he's still under contract with the Raiders through the end of the 2026 NFL season. The Raiders could maybe move on from him next year. It's just $10.2 million in dead money. You could save, I mean, his base salary is $22 million, dead cap of 10.2, so you could save like 10 million to move on from him, but I don't know. I'm not really worried about that at this point in time, to be honest with you. We'll see what the Chiefs end up doing. Chris Jones isn't getting any younger. Charles Omenihu's on the last year of his deal. I mean, George Karlaftis, FAU, like, you have some guys, but yeah, I mean, the offseason talks will be fun, but right now the Chiefs are focused on the three-peat and getting to the playoffs and taking care of business. Kadarius Toney's still dropping easy catches. When? He's not even on a team, is he? I mean, he was on the Browns and muffed a punt. What am I missing, guys? Is Kadarius Toney playing? What's up, Squiggles? How the heck are you, man? What do you think the team needs to figure out next game to be ready for playoffs? Maybe left tackle. Oh yeah, so that's a great couple questions with some thoughts there, talking about even if core or key starters are going to be rested, there's still going to be players playing, and you're going to have to try to figure some stuff out. I would like to see, if DJ Humphries' hamstring is good, I would like to see him play against the Broncos. Like, he needs some left tackle reps before he is their left tackle in the playoffs. If that's the direction the Chiefs want to go. Like, Humphries needs some reps. The plan was for him to have 5 games under his belt before the playoffs or whatever, 4 games. But now he's going to be he played a little over a half of a game, 3/4 of a game or whatever that. He was out in the third or fourth quarter in the first game he played with the Chiefs. But yeah, you would have ideally liked to see DJ Humphries play a little bit more. So if the Chiefs seriously want him to be their left tackle in the playoffs, I really feel like he needs some reps in the Broncos game. And if his hamstring is still not good by the Broncos game and you have to rest him again, I don't know how you could just throw him into the divisional round of the playoffs as your starter. Like, maybe that's your backup tackle at that point, and you just roll with Joe Thuney and Mike Caliendo, and then Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, Jawan Taylor. The problem with that is I think your run game is affected a little bit. We've seen the run game struggle the past couple of weeks with Joe Thuney being left tackle. I mean, that's the price you're going to have to pay if you're going to roll with him still at left tackle. But that's the most intriguing thing I'm going to be watching for. Can Humphries play? Can he get some solid quality reps? If they just feel somewhat comfortable with Humphries after a half, 2-3 quarters, the hamstring holds up. Like, I think DJ Humphries could easily be your left tackle. Joe Thuney kicks back inside to left guard, and then you've got your line. But he needs to play Week 18, in my opinion. Talking about DJ Humphries. Would love to know your thoughts on that. Dawn, thanks so much for the 10 bomb. Dawn said, been here over a year now. Love your videos. It's wrong that Andy isn't being talked about for Coach of the Year. He has been excellent this year. Yeah, I mean, dude, if Andy Reid isn't going to win Coach of the Year in 2013 when he took the Chiefs, who the year prior had 2 wins, and he got them, back to the playoffs that year? First year in Kansas City. He didn't get Coach of the Year. I mean, if he's not getting it that year, I don't know when he's ever going to get it. I think that's pretty disrespectful, in my opinion. I know I'm a Chiefs fan. A lot of people in here are Chiefs fans. Are a little biased, but I just think that's super disrespectful. And yeah, I think Andy Reid is a great coach every single year, and what he does is impressive year in and year out. The Chiefs are the most winningest organization basically since Andy Reid took over. I mean, it's no secret. It's Andy Reid and what he's helped bring to the culture. And then obviously Mahomes took things up over the edge. I think Andy Reid was 1-5 in the playoffs with Kansas City until Mahomes came, and Mahomes is 15-3. I mean, Mahomes took it over the edge, but what Andy Reid has been able to do, like with all the turnover or just even the injuries and all that stuff, like you're the 1 seed, you're 15-1. Like, yeah, the point differential, the 1-score games, blah, 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 but you're able to win in spite of the injuries. You're able to overcome it and get it done. Like, I would love to see him Coach of the Year. I just don't think it's going to happen, sadly. Sadly. Let's see. Jacob with the 2. Myles Garrett will be an interesting offseason talk. Yeah, he wants out of Cleveland for sure, and I don't blame him. So I don't know how old he is off the top of my head. I mean, he's got to be in his 30s, right? Or close to. Myles Garrett, age 28. He'll be 29 December 29th. So in 2 days. So he's right there. But yeah, reigning defensive player of the year. Yeah, he's great. He is definitely great. Uri with the 27 months, man. Let's go. 27 months. That's insane. Darius Slayton to the Chiefs this offseason? I mean, maybe. I don't know what the Chiefs are going to do with the wide receiver room. I'm not there yet. My mind's just not quite there yet. I know other teams like that aren't in the playoffs. That's where their mind's going to go, is to free agency frenzy in the draft. But I'm just not there yet. But yeah, there's a lot of wide receivers not under contract next year. Justin Watson, last year of his 2-year deal. Juju Smith-Schuster, McCole Hardman, DeAndre Hopkins. Those are guys all on 1-year deals. Sky Moore, probably not under contract with the Chiefs next year. I would assume they let him go. I could be wrong there. But the only guys under contract for the Chiefs for multiple years is going to be Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy. And Rice is probably going to be suspended for 4 to 6 games next year to start the season. So yeah, I mean, you've got Hollywood Brown is the other guy on a 1-year deal. You've got a lot of decisions to make in the wide receiver room for sure. Jalen Watson back for the playoffs. Maybe Bill. We talked about that a little bit earlier. We'll see. I'm rooting for him. Maybe he can make a late playoff push. Yeah. He's almost 29, Myles Garrett is. I was off. I thought he was almost 30, but almost 29. That would be crazy, though. Myles Garrett and Chris Jones. And then you're rotating in George Karlaftis, FAU. I don't know, like a Minihue's on his last year, so we'll see about that. I'd rather have D-Hop and Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood's a potential re-sign guy. So is D-Hop. Curious what the Chiefs would do there with D-Hop because he's about to be 33 years old. He's been playing really well, though. Coach of the year, your team's preseason expectations basically have to suck, which is weird. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's probably why he didn't get Coach of the Year the first year here in Kansas City, because I would assume, like, I watched that year, but I don't know I can't remember, like, off the top of my head, how high were the expectations that preseason and offseason with Andy Reid and KC. I would assume most people were like, oh, he's going to help turn the Chiefs around. I don't know if they anticipated him getting the team back to the playoffs year 1, but yeah, it is what it is. Andy's super consistent. People apparently are allergic to seeing the value of consistency. Mm-hmm. Are you aware that you're famous on Amazon Prime Video? God, Andy. Yeah, I have been messaged several times. I am on the Chiefsaholic documentary. I sat down in the studio. They interviewed me right here in this room. Just told the story of Chiefsaholic, kind of the deep dive I did on him and when he got arrested and all that. And I found out he didn't go to K-State. He was lying about that. I found his like petty thefts and stuff like that from years prior once we found out his name. Talk with the Bixby police. They called me. Like, I just kind of detail that story. And then at the end, I'm like, look, Chiefs Kingdom doesn't want anything to do with this guy. I'm glad he's in jail. He can stay in jail. We don't, like, the documentary spent a lot of time being interviewed by people who were, like, speaking highly of Chiefsaholic. I mean, one guy was like, yeah, I wish I could have been there with him. One lady called him a god. Like, the guy that said he wished he could have been there with him, like, the hell? You wish you could have been there with him robbing banks, holding people hostage at gunpoint? You're a POS, dude. What are you doing? Why are you saying that? Like, what the hell is your problem? So I was glad they left my clip in at the end because I don't think highly of Chiefsaholic. I think he's a piece of garbage, and I think he needs to stay in jail. So I'm glad they left that part of what I said in the documentary at the end because that's what I think, and that's what the majority of Chiefs Kingdom thinks. Now, is it an intriguing story? Yes. That's why it's number 1 on Amazon Prime right now. Like the idea of a super fan robbing banks to fund his gambling addiction and his addiction to going to Chiefs games. Like, it is an intriguing story on the outside looking in. It was a well-done documentary. I thought it was well done. But, like, Chiefs Kingdom doesn't rock with that guy. But they kind of painted it like we did. We really don't rock with that guy. F that guy. Yeah, he's no Robin Hood. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You were the same person on that documentary. They cut out clips because I had more to say about the guy. But it's fine. Like, you got to tell a story. Some of those people they interviewed legitimately thought highly of him, more highly than others did. So it's fine. Is the documentary worth watching? Yeah, I think it is. Like, I think it's worth watching at least one time. They interview one of his victims that he held at gunpoint at a bank, and she shares like all that she's dealing with, and like, I mean, she didn't say PTSD, I don't think, but like she's got to be having some crazy like PTSD and just all kinds of stuff going through. Like, yeah, he was using a BB gun at the end of the day, but like the tellers didn't know that. I mean, he's jumping over the bank counter, telling them basically he's going to end them if they don't open the safe, open up this, and give him the money. So they didn't know that it was a BB gun. They were being held at gunpoint by a man in a mask. It's a freaking big dude. He's taller than me and probably 50 pounds heavier. That's a big boy. So, you know, it did shed some light on like his humanity and his upbringing, and it was a pretty rough upbringing. Like, I get that, but that doesn't give you an excuse to be a piece of garbage, dude. Anyway, let's move on from that. I am in the documentary if you want to see it. It's probably worth watching. It was really well done. Good edit. Where's the doc being streamed? Amazon Prime. The chick was so creepy. Yeah. I don't know who that is, but she seemed to have a crush on the guy, that's for sure. Never met that guy. I did not. What did you think of the Chiefs will do about linebackers now that Cochran's out for the rest of the year? Will they sign Swayze to the active roster contract? I mean, that's a good question. I don't know off the top of my head. I would just have to like go look at it real quick. I would have to go look how many linebackers are on the Chiefs roster right now. I mean, for sure, you've got Leo Chanel, you have Nick Bolton and Drew Tranquil. Who else do you have on there? I think you got one more. You got Cam Jones. Yeah, you got Cam Jones as well. So you've got those four. It's just a question of who do they really want for special teams, because Jack Cochran was playing a piss ton of special teams. He had the most special team snaps of anybody on the roster, right? Well, they've been elevating Deion Bush, and I think he's been playing a lot of special teams. So it doesn't have to be a linebacker. It could be Deion. It could, it just kind of depends on who they want to fill that special teams role, because I believe Jack Cochran was a four-phase special teamer. So that's a great question on what they're going to do. I think do you still have a roster spot available, or did that get filled when they placed they placed McCole Hardman on IR. They signed Nico Remigio. They might have a roster spot open right now. Off the top of my head, I don't know, but if anybody in chat knows if they have 52 spots, or sorry, one spot available with 52 players on there, or all 53, let me know. But yeah, either way, if they have a spot, maybe you see one of those guys called up from the practice squad and signed to an active roster. But here's the thing, you don't have to do that, because you can elevate players up to 3 times and then it starts over in the playoffs. So you could elevate these guys for week 18, a couple more guys, even Deion Bush, I believe. And then I think the elevations completely restart in the playoffs. So I don't know that you actually have to sign anybody to the active roster if you don't want to. Chief KT, feels good to watch a stress-free football for 24 days. Isn't that crazy? That is super crazy. Do you think McDuffie will ever win Defensive Player of the Year? Yes. I don't know the last time a cornerback has won. Like, Sauce won Defensive Rookie of the Year. When's the last time a cornerback has won? You can do it. You've got to have a ton of picks. He's got some forced fumbles. Only a couple this year, I believe. He's got 7 in 3 years. Here's the thing. I don't know off the top of my head when the last time a cornerback has won Defensive Player of the Year. It could have been super recently. Let me just look real quick. Defensive end, so you had Myles Garrett. I'll just share the screen. When's the last time a defensive back has won? So, my answer is probably not, but it can happen. Stephon Gilmore in 2019, and then before him, Troy Polamalu, strong safety? I thought he was a linebacker. But Charles Woodson. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do it, man. It's kind of hard to do it. And even that year, Stephon Gilmore, he had 21 votes. Chandler Jones had 14, and TJ Watt had 10. So not an easy thing to do. I don't know that Trent McDuffie ever gets it, but I think in our eyes, he'll be one of the most important defensive players, right? Hands down. Let's see. What else we got? Would you rather have Worthy this year and the rest of his contract? Uh-oh. My chat just skipped. Stream's fine, I believe. Let me do this. Let me switch angles for a second. It's going to be easier to see chat. Would you rather have Worthy this year and the rest of his contract, or old man Tyreek? Yeah, probably Worthy. Tyreek would be great too. It would have been awesome to have them both on the team, but that's not going to happen, sadly. But yeah, Worthy's great, man. He's been shaping up. He's been leveling up each and every week. The return of Hollywood Brown has only helped further with that. Somebody said this is the first Thursday Night Football I missed. Dude, I'm glad you probably are glad that you missed Thursday Night Football last night. I love football. It's my job. I get to react to Chiefs news for a living. Then I have the second YouTube channel reacting to NFL wide news for a living. I fell asleep during that game. I was so bored. I crashed. I don't fall asleep during football games. Not really. I just love football. And I fell asleep during yesterday's game. It was so bad. I woke up. So I'm trying to remember. I think I fell asleep before halftime. During halftime. And then I woke up and it was the same score and the game was over. I was like, what the heck just happened? Ray Mott with the 2 bomb. Thank you, bro. Appreciate the 2. Chaos with the 10. Hey, Cole, funny. Oh, funny how Broncos swept bad teams, but we just swept a good team. Steelers haven't had a losing record in 20 plus years. The only quarterback to go back-to-back to twice. Bradshaw? Terry Bradshaw went back-to-back twice? Are you being serious? I don't even know if I knew that. Like off the top of my head, I didn't. Terry Bradshaw. I might have to sneeze. That's not good. I'll definitely mute my mic. Yeah, he won 74, 75, 78, and 79. Boom. That's crazy, actually. Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, Steelers are they're well coached by Mike Tomlin. They haven't won a lot when it matters lately, but they're always getting non-losing seasons. You should play Madden. I suck at Madden, dude. I suck at Madden. Chief DeLorean with the 2. HBTC 3-peat, here we come. Let's freaking go. Heck yeah. I mean, I feel good about it. If we're talking playoffs, like we could talk about that a little bit because we haven't. What are your thoughts on the playoff picture and kind of how it stands right now? I mean, you got the Chiefs at the 1 seed. You got the Bills at 2, Ravens 3, Texans 4, Steelers 5. Chargers and Broncos are in the hunt. Obviously, the Steelers and Ravens, like, that's not completely locked up yet either. There's a couple things that could change over the last couple of weeks. Dude, my dog, you can see here. My dog, she loves... Let me do this. My dog, she loves to lay at like this bottom step. There's like a half step here. She just loves to lay there and put her head down. She's perfectly in the camera. But yeah, I mean, as far as like playoff picture goes, you can look at the bracket. Where is this bad boy? Like right now, the Broncos would play the Bills. This is just as things stand right now. It could still change before the end of the season. But the Broncos play the Bills. Chargers play the Ravens. Steelers play the Texans. Chiefs get the bye. And then they play the lowest remaining seed out of these 3 games. Or highest, I guess. I'm saying it backwards. But yeah, let's say the Bills beat the Broncos because that's probably what happens, right? I mean, if you're gonna say Josh Allen in the clutch or Bo Nix in the clutch, I think I'm gonna take Josh Allen, although it's not gonna be the easiest game if their defense plays really well. Then I would assume the Ravens beat the Chargers, and then I mean that's a crapshoot to me. Steelers or Texans. I mean the Chiefs just beat both of these guys. Maybe the Steelers find a way. So then the Chiefs would play the Steelers, and then the Ravens and Bills would play each other. I mean, I like the Chiefs' odds against the Steelers in the divisional round, and then with the the Bills and the Ravens playing each other, you only got to play one of those now. AFC Championship at Arrowhead. I mean, that's ideal. Whether or not the Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl, I don't know. I think they will. They're likely to do it. Regardless, that's your 7th or 8th AFC Championship appearance in a row. Absolutely unreal stuff. You obviously got to win the divisional round. You can't sleepwalk against a team like the Steelers or the Texans, but the Chiefs just beat them both, and the Chiefs just beat the brakes off the Steelers. Walter said if the Broncos beat the Bills and Chiefs over Broncos, yeah, I mean, there's crazier things that could happen. Like, I just think the Bills should win. I think the Ravens should win. But maybe there's a possibility where the Broncos somehow beat the Bills, and then, yeah, it flips all this around because then the Chiefs are playing the Broncos in the AFC Championship game at Arrowhead, and then the Ravens are going to play one of these 2 teams. And then you could have Chiefs-Ravens. You could have, AFC Championship if the Chiefs ended up beating the Broncos. I mean, yeah, there's scenarios that could play out. I'm just saying this feels the most likely if the bracket is how it is right now. It's not locked in place because the Bengals can still get in. There's a few things that kind of have to take place. Sorry, I'm looking at my dog trying to see what she's doing. What are you doing? And yeah, there's a few different things that could still play out. As far as the playoffs for the NFC, I just don't care as much. Because if the Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl, any one of these teams can get it. I don't care who it is. Line them up. The Lions, like, yeah, sure, let's go. Everybody would root against the Chiefs. Their defense is depleted. Could they win? Sure. It would be a fun game. I don't mind playing the Packers. I don't mind playing the Vikings. Don't mind playing the Rams, Eagles. This isn't even all set in stone either. Like, none of this is all set in stone. There's a few different ways that the games could play out. Week 17, week 18. But yeah, that's just some of my thoughts right now on the playoffs. I mean, the Chiefs are in the most ideal situation, and I'm grateful for that. What are the options we have in the draft? Asked Josh Joe. I mean, what exactly do you mean by that? I guess would be a question. I'm not the draft guy first, especially not before the end of the season. Do the Chiefs have draft needs? Of course. There's going to be a lot of different things to look at. Probably a conversation for another day. As soon as the season's over, I just dive deep into the draft study. But I mean, right now, I'm not even following college football, so I'm not really the guy to ask. I can tell you positions of need that the Chiefs are probably going to be looking at in the draft and free agency. But yeah, right now I don't have good draft answers for you. I don't even know what channels are covering the draft right now until the end of the season. There's probably some guys, some lunatics doing mock drafts and stuff right now. But thank you for the 5. Nefarious with a 10. I was watching One Piece instead. Got to my client's site in the 4th, saw the score and said, boy, am I glad I didn't waste time on that game. He goes, I wish I hadn't, and congratulated us for the 1 seed. Let's go, Nefarious. That's awesome, dude. Blind with the membership. Thank you so much. Kenneth with the 2. Shout out to Cole in the Chiefsaholic movie. Let's freaking go, or let's go, Cole. Yeah, I mean, I talked about that a little bit earlier. If you want to rewind it, just my thoughts around it. Good people that put together the documentary. Super nice guys. One of them's a Chiefs fan. But yeah, I don't think highly of Chiefsaholic, and I made sure to let him know. Denver to be determined. When? Yeah, so have you worked on your Oscars speech yet? No, I did not. Nah, I won't get nominated for anything. That's a good question. I don't know exactly when Week 18's games will get decided, because the Chiefs could play the Broncos on Saturday or Sunday. We honestly don't know yet. Yeah, we honestly don't know yet, and we'll see. They're going to want to put the more intriguing games with like playoff implications on the line in the more like prime slots. I don't think Chiefs with their backups against the Broncos is going to get a prime slot, even though the Broncos could be fighting for the playoffs. But the Chiefs, they've already locked up the 1 seed. A running back with better vision. Pop is one heck of an athlete, but that man has no vision. Yeah, I mean, I would say vision is not his strong suit for sure, especially compared to Kareem Hunt. I do think he needs some time just to get right from his injury. Like, yes, he's back from the ankle break. He's not 100% yet, in my opinion. But he's now dealing with a rib injury. So, yeah, some people didn't like the fact that I said, I think a lot of people agreed, but some people didn't like the fact when I said, hey, Kareem Hunt needs to be the short yardage back. Really no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you need 1 yard or 2 yards, it needs to be Kareem Hunt in the backfield. I don't care if that's a tell and teams are like, oh, they're probably going to run it because Hunt is back there, because his ability to make a man miss and get that extra yard needed compared to Pacheco is it's quite a stark difference. But that's no disrespect to Pacheco. You know, some people think, well, I'm then disrespecting Pacheco by saying he's not a good running back. No, I think he's got his strengths, but it's not short yardage run situations in comparison to Kareem Hunt. Chiefs need to lose to Denver on purpose to avoid Bengals getting in. I just know something stupid would happen if we had to play them. Yeah, you know how the Chiefs are against the Bengals. It's always a banger. Always a hard-fought game. Yo, what's up? Logan, as a Dolphins fan, realistically, is it likely y'all beat the Broncos with your backups? I mean, it's possible for sure. It is definitely possible. Let me see. Let me look at something real quick. I just talked about the Dolphins today. The Dolphins need to win their last 2 games. Then the Broncos have to lose their last 2 and have either the Bengals. Wait. That's how the Colts can make it. Where's the Dolphins? The Dolphins, to get into the playoffs, they need to win out and have either the Broncos or the Chargers lose their last 2 games, then have the Colts lose at least one of their final games. Yeah, so it's kind of a long shot for the Dolphins, to be honest with you, but Yeah, I think there's a real possibility that Carson Wentz and company can beat the Broncos. I think that's possible. I'm not going to say it's as likely because you're going to have like Trent McDuffie out, probably. Chris Jones out, maybe a Minihue, Nick Bolton out. You're going to have Mahomes out, Kelsey out, Hollywood out. Like, you're going to have a lot of people out. It's not going to be an easy one. Yo, Jack with the 5 bomb, 5th super on a stream. Love from Independence, Missouri. Keep the vids coming, please. Jack, let's go. Thank you, man. I appreciate the support more than you know. Kyle with the 5. I'm here, but I won't be here for a little bit because I'm going to start planning your 2025 trips. All right, Kyle, let's go, dude. Zoom call on Sunday night. I'll have your package by then. We've had some sickness hit the family, and I haven't been able to make it to the UPS box yet. This is the best you've ever seen the Chiefs play all year. Oh, I agree, Dino. I think the Chiefs are peaking at the right time. Perfect timing. Mitchell with the 15 months. What's up, dude? Thank you for that. Cole, my guy. My buddy is here wanting to know the martial arts you specialized in. Also, could you bless me with a beat? Dude, a beat? Dude, I haven't done anything hip-hop in a long time, but I do walk around my house beatboxing like all the time. Like I'll just randomly be like, and I can just keep going. Like, it's just a sickness, dude. I beatbox all the time. I annoy my family, and I'm not necessarily like the best at it. It's just like one of those like habits. I just do it all the time. Especially like, this sounds weird, but like in like a closed area, like a bathroom, washing your hands at the sink. The acoustics in there are absolutely perfect. So there's your beat. I trained in Taekwondo traditionally for 10-ish years. Got my 2nd degree black belt. Jennifer with the 20 bomb. Let's go. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Appreciate you. Wait, since when, Cole? That's cool, bro. Dude, I started beatboxing years ago and just do it for fun. Yeah, somebody said I didn't know you could beatbox. I mean, I don't do it on the stream. Like, Chiefs fans don't really care. You know, they're like, they want Chiefs news, and that's what this channel's for. But yeah, I beatbox for fun all the time. I'm not like great at it. Couldn't win a competition or anything. Do you have Cole Breaks the Huddle jingle on standby? I do not. I mean, I could look it up and play it. You like that? You like that song? Cole breaks the huddle, huddle, huddle. Andy Reid as Santa is always the best, dude. It was absolutely perfection. Andy Reid came out in a Santa outfit after the Chiefs beat the Steelers. It was incredible. How quick do you think Dog the Bounty Hunter would have caught Chiefsaholic? Yeah, the problem is they had no idea where he was. They weren't even close. They caught him in California. One player from history on the Chiefs you would bring back? I mean, Derek Thomas. Imagine Derek Thomas with Chris Jones. I know it's not the same defensive scheme per se, but like Derek Thomas, Chris Jones, Charles Minihue. Oh my gosh. Will there be a Q&A on New Year's Eve? If so, you could open it then. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, I think I am going to do a live stream, to be honest, on New Year's Eve, just from like 8 to 9. I think so. Yeah, we could do it then. Get up, get down with this sickness. What up, Marcus? Ooh, wah. Dude, Disturbed? I actually like that song. What'd you get for Christmas? I got like a couple things. I got a necklace, a couple small things, but honestly, most of the stuff for Christmas we get just for the kids. Get the kids Christmas gifts, and I just want to see them happy. Chiefs 3-peat is loading. Heck yeah. It's inevitable. Your doodle's cute. Yeah, look, she's giving you guys more. I don't know why. She's just jumping up here. I think she heard me beatbox, and she's like, Dad, what was that? I did see Jalen Watson running. I'm super excited about that. Cole, you might not win an Oscar for Chiefsaholic, but your editor definitely winning a Grammy for the Cole Breaks the Huddle theme. All right. Let's go, dude. Yeah, Troy killed that. Who do the Chiefs trade in the offseason? Money's getting tight. They're sitting in an okay spot cap-wise. They're not the worst in the NFL. They're not top 10. They're maybe like right below middle of the pack. But yeah, who the Chiefs trade? Man, I don't know. I probably need to start getting my mind on off-season talk, but I'm just focused on the Chiefs winning in the playoffs. But honestly, as soon as the playoffs are over, well, the new league year doesn't start till March. So we've got some time. Obviously, the Chiefs can sign free agents before then. But we've got time to hash all that out, and I'll do a update on the cap space, positions of need. Like I'll get all that done. I'm just not quite there yet. Luke Skywalker? Luke Skywalker with the 2 bombs said, big fan of your work, best Chiefs reporter. Thanks so much for the kind words, man. There's a lot of great YouTube channels. And then, I'm a lot of times I'm giving thoughts and stuff like that, but the beat reporters within the room of the Kansas City Chiefs are the ones breaking the news, and I'm reacting to it quite a bit. But the fact that you guys enjoy the content, man, it means the world to me, and I'm super grateful for that. And I'm glad that I'm one of your favorite, dude. Let's freaking go. Jabin with the 2 said Joe Thuney playing wide receiver next game. You think he's going to catch a pass? He might. I mean, dude, Joe Thuney, I wouldn't mind him resting. Like, if you're going to get DJ Humphrey some reps with Joe Thuney next to him, okay, but then pull Thuney after that. What's up, Dora? Ship left tackle Taylor. I'm sure we could get a washing machine. Yeah, I think Jawan Taylor's probably staying for another year. Probably. And he said, do you think it's possible for D-Hop and Hollywood to come back next season? And did Hollywood hurt his free agency stock by being out most of the season? I think he did hurt his free agency stock by being out most of the season. I saw somebody recently on Twitter say they wouldn't mind him coming back on a 2-year deal. If the Chiefs could somehow pull that off and that's your Justin Watson contract, maybe it's going to be more expensive than that. But, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. D-Hop, that's the more intriguing one because he's been balling out, but he's about to be 33. What kind of deal is he wanting? Especially if, let's say, the Chiefs win a ring. Is he even going to want to play anymore? I mean, I would assume so. He's still playing good ball. But yeah, great questions, man. I don't know what his worth is, his value is either. Like, he's a great receiver, future Hall of Famer, like no questions asked, but that's an interesting situation too, based on his age. Carrick with the 5. What's up, Carrick? Can't wait for Wentz to play Week 18 to give Mahomes some well-deserved rest. Let's freaking go. Heck yeah, dude. Wentz is going to be running out there slinging it, baby. He's going to be slinging that thing. Slanging that thing. Sent you an Xmas pic on X of my Precious and Santa. All right, let's see it. Nice. About time. The dog met Santa. Did he get what he wanted for Christmas? He or she, sorry. Your dog. They get a bone or something? Cam, what's up, dude? Thanks for the kind words. Hey, guys, 8:30 a.m., Fox 4. I will be on their sports segment. I had a 5 or 6 minute interview today with Rob Collins, I think he's their sports director, talking Chiefs. So I'll be on Fox 4 Sunday morning, 8:30 in the morning. Let's see. Not going to lie, I'm just here so I don't miss the members-only stream. Yeah, the members-only stream starts in 5 minutes or so. We'll jump off this stream and then jump right into the members-only stream. Any updates on Chris Jones? I mean, not really. He's going to rest Week 18. He should probably be fine for the divisional round. That's the hope. I mean, you've got 24 days to get right. This year's been a wild, crazy ride filled with lots of drama and fun. I am glad I spent it with you guys. Let's go, Charles. It has been a wild year. Lots of injuries and ups and downs. But I mean, ups and downs, not in the sense of losses, just a lot of close, down to the wire, stressful wins. 1 loss. That's it. Do we rest Mahomes and the starters the entire next week? Yeah, that's a good question, man. I don't know. You could treat it like a preseason game, and maybe Andy Reid has some of these guys play like a series or 2. I would assume the key starters are probably out. Mahomes, Chris Jones, Travis Kelce, some guys like that. But I think you'll still have some starters play. Like, you can't rest every starter. You don't have enough people. It's like impossible. You streaming any non-KC games this week, next weekend, or wild card? Okay, so for sure wild card. I don't know about this weekend. We've got family coming over for Christmas tomorrow. Sunday, maybe. We'll see. I have the members only Zoom call Sunday night, so I'm not going to do Sunday night football. But definitely wild card round. The Chiefs aren't playing at all, but I'll stream 1 playoff game on Saturday and 1 playoff game on Sunday. So we'll have to pick what games. I'm assuming we're going to pick AFC games so we can then see how the playoffs are shaping up with those teams. But yeah, we'll definitely stream the playoff games. Not all of them. There's just, I don't have that in me anymore. I think the first year on YouTube, I did every single playoff game, and it's too much. It's like 7 hours of streaming. I don't know how Tom Grossi does it, man. What is wrong with Casey? What are you doing, man? Casey wants to be on camera today. Jabin with the 5. Can we steal some of those Goff trick plays? Have Mahomes fake throw or fake heart attack at the line of scrimmage? Dude, the Lions are insane with the fake stumble. The running back fell over. Like, what on earth? It's something that happened to whoever they played. Was it the Bears last week? They played the Bears, and they saw, like, Green Bay, like, I think Jordan Love almost fumbled or slipped, and they saw an opening based on the throw Jordan Love made, and then the Lions, like, replicated that in a trick play, which is crazy. Yo, what's up, Anthony? Thanks for the 5, man. What's up, you silly goose? How are those fake legs? What do you mean? What fake legs? What are we talking about? They're real legs, dude. Look at this. Casey Beck. Look. Real legs, man. These are real legs. 6'2" with these legs. You know what I mean? I do not have fake legs. I do not. Your dog's got to go out. She might. Casey, you okay? I'll get off the stream in a couple minutes, and I'll take her out before the members stream. Lieutenant Cole got new legs. Lieutenant Dan. Dude, that's such a good movie. Can you post the TV link in Discord for those of us out of network? The TV link? I don't know what that means. What's that? Is Josh Allen still a crybaby? Nah. I mean, less. He still flops like a fish out of water. You didn't know I was live? I'm live. 6'2", boys. Have you heard that Patty wants to name his newborn baby girl Platinum? No, but I wouldn't doubt it. Casey's just a chill dog. She really is. What, honeys? What do you want? You gotta go, huh? Is that what's going on? Probably. What a great stream. Thank you, Jude. Appreciate that. Best quarterback in the NFL? I mean, Patrick Mahomes is QB1. Who's playing the best ball right now? I mean, from a statistical season-long standpoint, I mean, you got to look at Josh Allen, Lamar. I mean, you could make a case for Joe Burrow. But, I mean, Mahomes has 7 game-winning drives this year. Second best EPA on third down and in the fourth quarter. Like, he's still playing great ball. Celebs get weird with their kids naming. Dude, what's Blue Ivy or whatever? That's such a weird name. Do the Chiefs let walk Bolton Smith? Oof. Hopefully you sign Trey Smith, but I know Spags really likes Nick Bolton, and he's got his own skill set for the defense too. That is tough. Kanye, yeah, it makes complete sense when you figure out who it is. Shannon Sharp said if Mahomes wins the Super Bowl with our offensive line, he is the GOAT. Fine with me. I mean, you win 3 in a row, never been done. You already have, how many Super Bowls has Mahomes already won? 3? 54, 57, 58. You then have 4 rings and 5 appearances in your first 7 years as a starter. That's unreal. Absolutely unreal. Do you want the Bengals or Broncos as the 7th seed? I mean, probably the Broncos. But once you get into the playoffs, I don't know that I really care. The Chiefs beat the Bengals earlier on in the year. They beat them last year in the AFC Championship game, or 2 years ago in the AFC Championship game. They beat them last year in the regular season. I think it was Browning as the quarterback, but they could get it too if they want. Their defense is Swiss cheese, man. Chiefs offense would eat them alive. Now their offense is fire. Don't get me wrong. I'd probably rather play the Broncos if you're just wanting me to be honest. What team has shocked you the most this season due to expectations before? I mean, the Jets have to be up there. I thought the Bears would be a little bit better. I didn't think they would lose 8 or 9 straight. But the Jets have to be up there. I didn't think they were going to win the Super Bowl or anything crazy. But look at their roster, dude. It's pretty stacked. And then even after the Devontae trade and all that, I thought the Jets would be a little bit better. 49ers, they took a piss ton of injuries. They were dealing with a piss ton of injuries too. Yeah, 49ers got to be up there too because they're not even making the playoffs. And they've made multiple conference championships. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, 49ers. You thought Jets would be bad, but I'm shocked they were this bad. Jets are a good Madden 21 team. A piss ton. I think I said that like 3 times. That's one of my favorite phrases. Commanders were surprising in a good way? I think so, in a good way. What's up, Renee? What do you think about the fines that the football teams are getting? Fines. I don't know what fines. I saw Pacheco got fined for like $45,000 and his game check is $51,000. So that's insane. James with the 5 said, who's your rookie of the year? Man, rookie of the year? I mean, it's probably got to be Jaden Daniels or Bo Nix, right? I mean, those got to be two of the top ones. Maybe Jaden Daniels, unless Bo Nix has a couple of just fantastic weeks. Somebody said Brock Bowers. I mean, if a tight end can win that, I'm down, because Brock Bowers probably deserves it. That's a good one, but it's probably going to be a quarterback. Lining up somebody's pockets with those BS fines. Well, I will say, Cricket, I think the fines go to charity, don't they? Do the fines go to charity? Why do I think they go to like a nonprofit or a charity? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Worthy has more touchdowns than Bowers? Yeah, but I mean, that's not a like Brock Bowers has had the best rookie season of like any tight end ever. So that's no, like, Brock's balling. Broncos Bengals, please. Is that the game you want me to stream? That would be a good one, but that's tomorrow, right? I got family over for Christmas. Since I worked on Christmas because of the Chiefs game. I gotta hang out with family tomorrow. But I think that game's tomorrow. Or is it week 18? I think it's tomorrow. That would have been a good one. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks for all the dono bombs, memberships, all of it. I'm basically ending this stream. I might try to take Casey out real quick, and then I'm jumping right into the members-only stream. We've got multiple things we're giving away. A jersey from NFL Shop, 2 or 3 signed pieces of Chiefs memorabilia, and some HBTC coffee. You can hop straight in there if you want. I'm going to try to take this dog out, maybe, if she's still going to jump up on me and act weird. And we're going to give away some stuff to you guys as a way to say thank you and give back. But hey, I will be live Tuesday night for the Q&A Hangout on New Year's Eve. Last stream of 2024. It's been a hell of a ride. Appreciate everybody. Chiefs are getting ready for a three-peat. You got a good shot at it. Only a few games you got to win. 2 games you got to win to get back to the Super Bowl. So you just take it one game at a time. But appreciate y'all. And until next time, let's go. Ooh, Nefarious with a 2 said fines go to NFLPA retired veterans. I didn't know that, but that's absolutely fantastic. Still don't like to see some of the players get fined what they get, but I'm glad it goes to that. Marcus, thank you for the gifted. And until next time, Hooker Boots with a 5 gifted. What on earth? You guys don't want me to get off. That's crazy. You guys are going nuts. They're trying to give you some gifteds for members, new members, so you can jump into the members only live stream is what they're trying to do. Appreciate y'all. See you in a minute for the member stream. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go.
How about those Chiefs?